The amazing thing is summer in Ottawa has finally arrived. I'm loving the green and all the flowers and the trees and all just the beauty of it all. And now I say to myself, now what? My house is overheated. I'm not getting enough water. The strawberries aren't coming on time. So what are the 3 things that I'm going to suggest today that you want to think about that may help you have a better summer? So the very first is Ottawa summer, now here. It's here, now what? The heat is starting to escalate. So the first thing I'm going to suggest is number one is drink enough water. It's always important to have our adequate amount of water, and a quick calculation is the number of pounds that you are, and then divide that by 2, and that should be how many ounces. That's without an extreme amount of exertion or exercise or caffeine. Then you have to add more. So if you're we'll say 120 pounds, or let's do 160 pounds, that's 80 ounces. That's about 10 cups of water, 8 ounces in a cup. So quick calculation. And then if I'm going to drink caffeine, every cup I drink, I'm going to double the additional water. If I'm going to exercise or strenuously exert some heat, or even be in the heat of the sun, I'm going to want to increase my water intake. So depending on your weight, it'll vary a little bit, but anything from probably 3 to 4 liters and beyond is what you're going to want to do in the heat of the summer, so that you don't have heat stroke and you enjoy and keep your energy, because that's part of the challenge. You lose energy when you're too hot and overheated. Number 2 that I've been thinking about is the energy bills in my house, because it's hot in there. And so maybe blinds on the windows, maybe it's time to get some blinds, maybe it's time to pull down the blinds that you have, just especially on the sides of the house where there's an extreme amount of sun coming in. Do what you can to protect the house from the heat, and then either you're going to sleep better, which is pretty awesome at night, even if you don't use air conditioning, or it'll reduce the cost of running your air conditioning. And keeping the fan on to circulate the heat from the basement to the upper floors can also help. It costs a little bit of money, and yet it will help reduce the overall cost, and you'll get a better sleep. So number 2 is think about how to keep some of the sun, even though I love the bright. So Ken and I had a big discussion today about, I love the heat, I love the sun, I love the brightness, except it's too much, because it's probably almost 20 degrees warmer on the back of our house than the front of our house, and certainly from the main level to lower level. And if you go upstairs, probably 25 degrees if the air conditioning's not on, and even then the air conditioning's having a hard time keeping up. So maybe it's blinds, maybe it's just pulling your blinds, maybe it's curtains, maybe it's room darkening curtains, just in the heat of the day, just so that you can save some money and also sleep better. And number 3 is strawberries. My favorite thing of this season is strawberries. And this year, because of this cold, wet start to spring and summer that we've had, they are delayed. And yet I am grateful that we postponed or moved back our Decker Team family gathering of strawberry picking by a week. And then it still looked like that week wasn't going to be enough. So great news, I heard Friday, we're still going to be okay. So if you are part of the Decker Team family, meaning we have served you in real estate and you continue to call us your realtor of choice, and we hang out together and you enjoy our service and we enjoy serving you, then you're going to want to come out 2 weeks Saturday, and you should have gotten your invitation. If you didn't, you know how to reach me, so to make sure we get that. So the good things of Ottawa summer is drink lots of water. Number 2, reduce your heat. And number 3, the strawberries are going to arrive. Although late, it is still better late than not at all.